Perhaps the hardiest plant in the western United States is this one growing all around us and right in front of us. This is Allenrolfea occidentalis, commonly known as Iodine Bush. The Iodine Bush is a member of the family Amaranthaceae, which is known for having many hardy, salt-tolerant and drought-tolerant species, though a few of them can stack up to this one, which stands out even amongst its peers. Now, it's a member of the subfamily Salicornia, which, among other genera, contains Salicornia, the namesake, Caladium, Heterosakis, and of course, Allenrolfea, as I just said. Now you can tell Allenrolfea apart from Salicornia, which can also be found here, because Allenrolfea has alternate branches, while Salicornia has opposite branches. Both of them have this characteristic, funny, segmented, succulent look to them. That's really unique, but this one has alternate branches. You can also tell apart from some species of Salicornia because this plant is always a woody shrub. You can see lots of dead woody growth around here, and after a few years of growing, the succulent green stems become dense, harder, and woody like this. Not every member of Salicornia is an annual or biennial. Some of them are perennials and some are even woody subshrubs or shrubs like this, but none of them are going to have that characteristic as well as the alternate branches. Now there are two other members of the genus Allenrolfea, Allenrolfea patagonica and Allenrolfea vaginata, both of which are found in southern South America, like in Patagonia, I believe. I think the closest related genus of this one is most likely Heterosakis, which is also found in Central and South America. So based on that, it's most likely that this plant evolved from plants in South America that somehow just got themselves up here, most likely hitching a ride on birds. If they grow in any kind of habitat like this, what most likely happened was a bird got some mud with seed stuck on its legs and it only fell off once it got to North America. Thus allowing this plant to start growing here. However it had happened, I'm glad it did, because without it, we'd have all this lovely greenery growing in this very harsh habitat. Allenrolfea occidentalis is not found super widely in the western United States. It is found throughout the Great Basin hydrogeographic region, so of course throughout the Great Basin ecoregion and the Mojave Desert ecoregion, as well as parts of the Colorado Basin drainage, so parts of southeastern Utah and Arizona, as well as much of New Mexico, though it's not really found in that much of Colorado, definitely absent from Wyoming, I'm guessing because it's just too cold there, even though it does have ideal endorheic basin habitat. And not found much north of like the California, Nevada line, although you can find it in southeastern Oregon, again, as part of the Great Basin hydrogeographic region. And within the areas it is found, you can find it growing in super harsh, salty soils, like in a salt desert scrub or in playa bottoms. Anywhere where it's basically too harsh for other plants to grow, except maybe some species of Salicornia and Greasewood occasionally, but this plant can definitely handle harsher, saltier, more alkaline conditions than Greasewood can. Now some of you guys might be wondering, could a plant that's this adapted to such harsh conditions be good for anything? Well, of course it is. Remember the Aldo Leopold quote, "The last word in ignorance is the man who says of an animal or plant, what good is it?" It's alive, it thrives here, so of course it's good for something. But if you are wondering, it is indeed useful. You can consume it, though you don't want to eat too much of it because it's very salty. But nevertheless, some Indians did use it to make bread and just nibble on sometimes. It is edible. Many members of the family Amaranthaceae are edible, but not all of them are, such as like Haligeaton. That one's toxic. But this one is. Just don't eat too much of it, and I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm not going to taste any of it right here. I will, because I could. Ugh. I remember I had as a kid reading about iodine bush late at night. I actually got a stomach ache thinking about how it must taste. It just like it tastes so disgusting and so terrible. But that actually wasn't, well, it wasn't much better, but it's not too bad. You could eat it, I guess, but I recommend foraging other things or just buying something from the grocery store. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.